Welcome back to the TGO Challenge 2022, day number 7. More specifically, Aviemore, and even more precise than that, we're crossing the bridge on a logging way over the River Spey. Right, the plan over the next few days, days 7, 8 and 9, it's changed a little bit. Day 7 today, we're heading up, we're at Rothiemurcus at the moment, heading up to Loch Murlich, and there's the Pine Martin bar there. We were originally going to head towards the Larry-Garoo today, but we're heading up to Loch Murlich, going to camp around there tonight, and tomorrow is Ben Macdui, over towards Derry Lodge, and then the next day into Braemar. So it's going to be a really good day. Look at the weather. Last night the weather wasn't so kind, and I mentioned it at the end of the last video. I was up at 1:30 this morning re-pegging the tent. The campsite is one of those that had got like an inch worth of usable tent peg soil, and then it was rock. So when the wind got up and the rain started, about 1:30 I was running around the tent in my boxer shorts trying to re-peg it. So yeah, that wasn't a good night's sleep. But today it's around about, I bet it's about 2 o'clock now, you know. We've had a really slow start this morning. We've not got far to go, so we've had breakfast, we've been to Tesco's, we've been to the bakery. Good morning! I've had loads of coffee, and the day is off to a really good start. So let's see what the day brings, but it's going to be a beautiful wander up the logging way, and possibly some beers at the Pine Martin bar. Let's go! So we've done 10k in what feels like 10 minutes, and we're in search of beer. But it is a holiday after all. Beautiful day in the Cairngorms today. Blue skies, fresh socks. What more could a guy need?
How many sugar do you need?
Just 2 and some.
It's getting better.
Well, yeah. Coming down here, having a beer.
Yeah. Well, but also.
Aye. Do you like it here then? How long did you? How long did you stop? How many
It's just in right now.
Oh, you know about this place.
Street end. I'm getting bitten by midges while I film this. Welcome to Loch Murlich. It's an absolutely beautiful evening. I must admit, we spent around about like 4 or 5 hours at the Pine Martin bar, and yeah, we found a good place to pitch on the banks of Loch Murlich. But The moment we got here, we pitched the tents. Pete was in first, and then I had to get in. Absolutely freezing, but refreshing nonetheless. And we all went in. It was good. It's around about 9 o'clock now, so we're gonna get a small fire going to warm up by. Still need to get fully dressed. My feet are freezing, but yeah, what an absolutely amazing day. The bar staff at the Pine Martin bar were absolutely hilarious. Another fire going around the corner, and we're going to get one going here, hopefully. We're going to relax this evening, but tomorrow's plan is Ben Macdui. We've slightly altered, as I said earlier on, we've slightly altered today's plan. We were supposed to be in the Larry Garou, but as soon as we saw this place, we had a look at a quick look at the webcam pictures, and it looked fantastic. So we headed up the logging track, and made a beeline for here this evening.
Okay.
Smoke up. So look at the pan. Show you what we can do with a load of balls and a snooker cue.
The Lodge. It never can go on. Just a knot in the ring. John Joyce's a new song. Speedy and wanna clearly live the life of sin. Some say that it's the devil, but it's slow and on slow gin. Oh, I can't stop now. I'm 20 miles to go. I'm walking east along the tracks. I'm on the TGO.
Good morning and welcome back to the TGO adventure. Day 8, I think. So we had a really good night around the loch last night. I don't think we went to bed until about 2 in the morning. We've all got really sore heads this morning, so we've had another late start, but all will be well soon because we're going to head up towards Ben Macdui, stretch the legs a little bit, and the wind up there will no doubt blow away the cobwebs. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a sore head. We were just chatting and playing music and things like that until the wee small hours. Even went for a swim in the loch. We're slowly gaining elevation now. The Cairngorm ski centre is just up ahead, but we're taking the path that rejoins our original route to the top of the Larry Garou, and then we'll make the call there depending on weather as to if we're going to go up Cairngorm or not. Not Cairngorm, sorry, Ben Macdui. Now I've started walking, I'm a little bit more hungover than I thought. What a climb, that's awesome. The Larry Garou in the background there, in the dip. I'll put the name on screen now of the peak just in the background there. But once we get to the top, we're climbing over towards Ben Macdui. We're almost at 1,000 meters now. But yeah, what a day, loving it. I feel a bit better now. After that climb, the hangover seems to have gone. The boulder field that we were coming through earlier on, Charlemagne Gap, that was that was interesting. And apparently these guys who've done the Larry Garou before, it's a very famous route. It's something that I've heard of many times, many moons ago, and one that I will do at some point. There's a big boulder field there with boulders the size of cars and stuff that you have to climb over, so looking forward to doing that someday. And coming back to places like Glenfeshie as well. I've been to Aviemore once before. It was around about 10 years ago. We stayed in the log cabin at the McDonald resort there. Hired bikes and rode along the logging track that we went along yesterday. Not much talking today because of the wind. Hopefully you can hear me as well, and the wig protectors are doing their job. Made it! The summit of Ben Macdui, the second highest mountain in Great Britain. Not a great deal of view, but it's still good to be here. Gotta go find some shelter now. Making slow progress down. We've finally dropped out of the cloud about 1,000 meters. The rain has finally eased a little bit now. It's a really sharp descent that we're taking off Ben Macdui. We're going to be joining the Larry Garou path shortly. Well, I say shortly, in about probably 2, maybe 3 kilometers time, something like that. But yeah, whew, that was wild up there. When we got to the top, the cloud base was quite low. So we thought when we drop off the other side, it should be all right. But yeah, we've had to descend about 400 meters before we cleared the cloud. And that was the point that I showed you a moment ago. Such an amazing area. I love it. So wild. So we stuck to the original plan and we're heading to Derry Lodge. We're not far off now, 200, 300 meters, something like that. Yeah, it's around about, maybe about 9:30 now, so we're pushing it a little bit with daylight to get pitched up, but instead of staying further back when we came off the back of Ben Macdui, we continued on here. Looks like there's quite a few tents here. Probably 15, something like that so far. Welcome back to the TGOC, day number 9, Derry Lodge. It was a really good night's sleep actually last night. It stopped raining. It was beautiful this morning when we woke up, so the tent has gone back in the bag dry, and yeah, what more could you ask for really? Packing away a dry tent, it's always good. So we're joined by Carl and Yuri this morning. They make me feel like lazy. We've done a good 9 days, it's been nice, but they've done 36 Munros on their crossing so far, and they've got 50 in the plan. Absolutely hardcore.
He had a long thing last time.
It's true, you sound most things.
Yeah. So we've just left the Lodge stables, and for those that don't know, the challenge usually sets off on one particular day. I think it's a Thursday, so you really do meet a lot of people along the way. But because there's a staggered start this time, because of COVID and things like that, we've not really bumped into that many other challenges. But at Lodge back there was a whole host of other people, and I think from here on in, some of the stops are quite similar, so we're going to meet quite a few people, which is nice. I've met a few people that I've followed online for many years, so that's been great. But yeah, it was a nice little welcome rest stop, coffee, biscuits, all that sort of stuff. Not essential, but just a little donation box there. Yeah, it was good, and all put on for the benefit of the challenge. Just realised I've got some condensation inside the Sony lens. That will be from yesterday's downpour coming off Ben Macdui. But fingers crossed, you can still make sense of what's going off. It's a really tiny bit of condensation, so I've had it before. This Sony A7iii I've taken out in some crazy conditions, so yeah, it'll be fine. We're almost in Braemar now. It's been a road section from Lodge to here, and we've just been plodding along, chatting, things like that. It's been lovely along the River Dee. I apologise I've not got many shots of that, because Pete and I have been talking constantly for the last hour, which has been great. It's past the time. Okay, so that is the accommodation we'd originally booked. It's nice and airy tonight in that accommodation. What was that called, Rich? It was some sort of hostel or some sort of hotel or something like that. With the Three Feathers, that's what it was called. But it burned down catastrophically about 3 months ago, something like that. Not quite sure why. Not involved. Braemar Lodge. So, after 5 celebratory... Start again. Cut. 5 celebratory ales in the pub back there, and some chips as well to recarb a little bit. We're heading to the hostel now. Need a shower, change your clothes, change your footwear. The Flying Stag in Braemar. It's posh, it's very posh. And we're in leggings because we're doing laundry. Oh dear.
You know what them are called? Quinels. You know where they...
How very civilised.
Are you from Moscow? You know.
That's the end of this section. We had a great night last night in the hostel here at Braemar, and had food and a few drinks around town. I took it relatively steady last night, so no hangover this morning or anything like that, so that's all good. We're just going to head down to grab some breakfast before we head off to Loch Murlich. It's only a short 10-kilometre walk this morning, so another gentle day. It's been a really great few days actually. That section across Ben Macdui was absolutely spectacular. Okay, so the next part of the trip will be the final edition, the last 4 or 5 days to the coast. We'll be leaving the Cairngorm National Park and then a lot of the higher stuff, so it'll be more of a gentle walk on the flatlands to the coast in the final couple of days. But yeah, time to get some coffee. But I'll speak to you all again very soon. As always, links and all the other good stuff in the description. Bye for now.